Okay, so we did this palm reader thing, right? Yeah, we read all these. Now what we have left are a couple of interesting things. There is this star over here. How do we exactly get to it? This is so incredibly dangerous. Fading across. But yeah, this is the sprite one. Find my sprite, follow it until it leads you back to me. So that's important. And this is the crossing. Be aware of that. Now where exactly was the sprite? Because we saw it at one point, and then I was like, I'll come back for it. Because there is an achievement to not let the music stop. And we tried to get it last time, and then the sprite got lost, and it went to some horrible place. Here it is. Okay, so there is the sprite. Okay, are we ready? I think we are ready. Let's do it. Where the frick are you going, man? No, you don't. Stop trying to blind me. Where the hell are you going? No, you don't. What the shit? Don't stop the music. Keep going, keep going. I got here. Holy shit, that scared me. Achievement me? Achievement? Achievement? The music never stopped.
Utopia is impossible.
It's impossible.
But the future that is possible will seem like a dream to those who are alive now.
Okay. It is done. Dangerous ass. Dangerous freaking shallow BS. Tell me I got the achievement. Yep, chasing the light. Activate a Prometheus monument without stopping the spark chasing music. It's done. Okay, how many more are left? So we have, all of these are done. Keep playing, keep playing, keep playing. A lot of keep playing, so I can't really do much about that. Excuse me, thank you. Solve all regular puzzles, defy death, solve all puzzles and monument, explore New Jerusalem in its entirety. I don't know why I haven't done this. Explore all the lost labs, find an ancient human artifact, discover a vision of things to come, solve switcheroo without using the keep connections option the hard way. Just one loop, solve loop without doing multiple cycles, solve seesaw puzzle by picking up only one connector. Work on solving a puzzle for more than 20 minutes, persistent. Collect all 12 of Trevor's audio logs, collect all 12 Liftazar audio logs. Keep playing. Help Byron get elected mayor. Maintain the status of New Jerusalem for now. Help Rand get elected mayor. Have a heated argument with Telsia. Finish all 3 text adventures in the exhibition. Refuse to go along on the expedition. Find every manifestation of the past. Find 10 ancient human artifacts. Keep playing. Keep playing. Keep playing. Keep playing. Interact with an old friend in the Orpheus Ascent. Oh, so I guess we can't really do all of them because some of them are in Orpheus Ascending and all that crap. Hey! Research this one. So there's an X. We got this one near the start. On the opposite end, there is supposed to be another one, and another one on the island on the way. Okay. There's the first one. So that is the first X right there. And I am currently looking at it from here, so we can see the X. Okay, we need to go down another bridge and then. So it is at the very back of this island. There is another island. That's this one, I guess. Or maybe I'm here, I'm seeing that one. Unknown. Oh, there's something over there. Beyond the manifestation. Is this an ancient human artifact? Because we saw another one of these in the previous playthrough. Those should be on fire, yeah. Okay, and then we are back to freaking bridges. We've reached this bridge. You can see this bridge leads off into another square. Maybe the hell it's back here, I don't know. Can't really read. Oh, there it is. Okay, it is all the way out here. Reading that map is not easy. Okay. There is a damn path. How come I never saw this? It seems like a huge path. But we just missed it. And it's so easy to miss it. Okay, now we just need to go back to the actual thing. To the center pillar, make a bridge to wherever we need to go. Hello, Melville. We can talk.
Yes?
In my vision, Athena mentioned a singularity, yeah.
Yes. She could be talking about a gravitational singularity. Like the point within a black hole where density becomes infinite and space-time breaks down. But the term has other applications too.
That sounds insanely dangerous to be experimenting with. Fascinating. They must have been doing some incredibly advanced experiments. I assume there are safe ways of experimenting with this. They must have been doing some incredibly advanced experiments.
You're right. It is fascinating. You know, our ancestors went to incredible lengths to try and understand reality. They built super colliders and sent telescopes into space to find traces of the Big Bang. I guess the founder was walking in their footsteps.
Oh, I should get back to work. Nice conversation. Anything up with you? Jeffo? Nope, nothing. Okay. No problemo. Yeah, the golden ones. Oh, you're the one we're trying to do. Right, right. Well, the last one I think is over there, or probably over there on that pillar. It is that one probably. Oh hey, somebody. Give me the data.
Sometimes it seems the only choices we have are renouncing civilization or mindless expansion. But that's not the only path forward.
Middle
Embracing deliberate control over nature doesn't have to mean destruction. We are a species of artists and artisans, blessed with the ability to transform the raw material of the cosmos into new and better shapes. Shapes that have meaning. With our technology, we can take this chaotic world, so full of suffering, and turn it into a work of art.
Turn the world into a work of art. I suppose. Yeah, this won't work. That worked. Okay. There is a shallow path. There you go. Beside the pillar, the Sphinx has been activated. Now we will go Flame Master. Now just to confirm, missing two things there.
None may know what came first, error or sin, and yet every choice depends on it.
That's all you gotta say? What's up, Alcatraz?
Everything okay?
The founder talked about transforming the world into a work of art, yes.
Assuming what we heard really is the founder, I think the world is already a work of art. We don't need to improve it.
Okay, I guess, yeah, maybe. Alright. So, that one needs two more still, it didn't change. So we don't really know what that represents. Two more could mean two more puzzles that have to be solved within, or two more areas I have to complete. Could mean a lot many things, really. What do we got? Sphinx? No.
Halt, creature of
Pandora.
clay. You have taken another step towards the flame. Before you continue, ask yourself, have the gifts of Prometheus ever truly benefited your people? Or have they brought nothing but strife?
Without his gifts, he would no longer even exist. His gifts have greatly eased the suffering of the world. We have made mistakes in using them, but the good outweighs the bad. They have caused great harm, but they cannot be put back into the box. They have been a curse. Lady Hammer robot. Great. They have greatly eased suffering of the world.
But have they not brought just as much suffering themselves?
I don't think so. You are right, nothing has gotten better. No, you have forgotten how terribly people suffered in the past. They have brought some suffering due to our mistakes, but they have done far more good. You have forgotten how terribly people suffered in the past.
The suffering of the past is nothing before the horrors of the unleashed flame. Consider this as you continue your quest.
Yeah. Give me the laser gun. More blue light.
There's 3 towers per cardinal direction and 3 entities. You'd think it would be symmetrically arranged. 1 tower per entity, right? But we haven't seen Prometheus at all.
We're built to find patterns. Maybe we're trying to find patterns where there aren't any.
I mean, Prometheus was chained up. Maybe Prometheus was the one supposed to be helping us. But they didn't want him helping us, so they chained him, they locked him up, they killed him. Is there anything here? Nope, just geometry. Okay, we'll get out of here now. Has anything changed about that area over there? Nope, we still have two things left. Well, we can go off. And we can head to the Lost Marshes. Cannot travel to unknown puzzle. No. Travel to North 3. It's a very fast way of traveling straight back. It load, very fast loading.
This area looks flooded as well.
Our ancestors melted a whole lot of ice. After they
Oh,
died,
wow.
most coastal settlements were claimed by the sea. South of New Jerusalem, there's a whole city under the water. We went there once with Garrus when I was an apprentice. It was eerie.
That's exactly why the founder created the goal. When you go past the limits, this is what happens. Mother Nature always gets her revenge in the end.
This isn't revenge, Al. It's just failure. People, cities, mountains. As far as the sea is concerned, it's all the same. Their mistake was forgetting that, telling themselves nothing would change. It always does.
Yeah, that's another argument they keep having. We assume that human-caused changes are bad, but are they? Or are they just changes? I think they need to be managed, but you know, they're not evil. Change is change, I guess. From Yarnet, archived message. From Yarnet to Athena. Beloved founder, I beg you to return to us. We cannot achieve the goal without you. You are the one who defied Elohim, who overcame the trials of the simulation. What are we before that? How can we possibly find a path that will not lead to the mistakes of the past? You are our sole link to the wisdom of the progenitor. Without you, we are lost. Praised be your name, Yarnet. Great. Human construction, excerpted. I can't speak. From What's Wrong with the World by G.K. Chesterton. Modern prophetic idealism is narrow because it has undergone a persistent process of elimination. We must ask for new things because we are not allowed to ask for old things. The whole position is based on this idea that we have got all the good that can be got out of the ideas of the past, but we have not got all the good out of them, perhaps at the moment not any of the good out of them. And the need here is a need of complete freedom for restoration as well as revolution. There is one metaphor of which the moderns are very fond. They are always saying you can't put the clock back. The simple and obvious answer is you can. A clock, being a piece of human construction, can be restored by the human finger to any figure or hour. In the very same way, society, being a piece of human construction, can be reconstructed upon any plan that has ever existed. Athena, you can indeed turn the clock back, but if it stops ticking, you're dead. Great. Black snow. People mining. From selected archive documents A to C, the coal mine finally bought decent jobs. It lifted us up from poverty, made us proud. We weren't just ordinary workers, we were the lords of the underworld, and with our skills we kept the whole country alive. The mine also brought black lung, gruesome injuries and death, and when it went away, it brought the collapse of our entire society. As for the plant, I know it brought electricity and even more jobs, and I know what a difference that made in people's lives. I also know that when we used to go out and play, there were black flakes in the snow. Miranda, why didn't they just switch to a safer technology once they realized coal was dangerous? Fatal profile. They didn't always have a choice. Sometimes coal was all they had or were allowed to have, and the alternative was poverty. At other times they wanted to switch, but there were powerful interests that prevented change. We can't blame people for the world they were born into. Oh, she's asking good questions, I suppose. Snowy swamps, huh? What do we have here? Cool structures, for sure. Lift bizarre.
You may wonder why I insist on these unsanctioned, unplanned expeditions. Some think it is because I hate civilization and prefer to lose myself in nature. This is precisely the opposite of the truth. It is because I love New Jerusalem that I have to leave. Because it is only when I am here that I fully appreciate what the city means. And also because I believe that if I stayed at home, I would one day be ethically compelled to commit acts of violence against those who, in their arrogance, imagine that humans should live in harmony with the chaos that surrounds us.
Great. If I don't leave, I'm gonna get mad. Up to you, man. You do you. Ah, this is Pandora again. You made a wooden path here. You need to get green light in there. Frickin' stag. Rammed me. Alright, number 1. Teleportation technology, right? Substitution. Oh. Well, I don't want to swap. Can we just start it? Oh, we can probably. I forgot we could even pull out the other stuff. Little beacon.
I've had a closer look at the Somnodrome.
Yeah?
It's based on the original prototype with some modifications. As usual, the data is a mess, but I strongly suspect there might be a functional version somewhere.
I know some of you have heard stories about the answers this device might reveal. But please remember, that is not our main priority here. Keep an eye open for it, but focus on finding Athena.
Or, you know, whatever else is out here. It doesn't have to be find Athena. Okay, so this is another sprite one. Understandable. How do we get into number 2? Probably using the staircase. Possibilities. Okay. Okay, but what do I do with this? I can't grab it. Interface content is available. What did puzzles mean to the founder? The swapping one. What did puzzles represent to the founder? Whatever they may mean to us and our culture, what did they mean to her? We have no record of her speaking positively about puzzles. She certainly never expressed any interest in solving more of them. So, what if to her they weren't trials to overcome or challenges to enjoy, but a trap she had to escape? What wasn't all she wanted at the end to stop solving puzzles and start living a free life in the real world? Interesting hypothesis indeed. We need more data to figure out if it is true. Oh great, we gotta get up there, which we can't do right now. We'll do number 3. And let's see if we can get a green light out there. It would be a little too easy if we could, but... The wall, what the frick? Oh, it's a killer thing. The hell do you mean? Yes, it's already on. Alright. So we can swap you out for this. Interesting. Where else do we have a wall? Oh. Here. Okay. Alright. Well, what do I need to start? We need the jammer. Okay. Okay, no ladder. Okay, this will do. Got it. Let me swap you for the jammer. Jam this. Put your hand in there. And done. New content, a private message. Now, the Devil's Bargain. From Theophilus of Adarna to Dr. Faustus, from Marlowe to Grothi, there is a story that the ancients keep telling. A wise man, tempted by the devil to sell his soul in exchange for knowledge, with terrible consequences. I have long wondered why they thought the story so important, and I'd be curious to hear what others think. The ancient writers knew that knowledge is dangerous and its pursuit often leads to tragedy. Knowledge is dangerous for those who want to hoard power. These stories are designed to keep ordinary people compliant. And yet, in a lot of the stories that I've read, the writer seems fascinated with the devil's side of the argument. Damien's right is to keep people compliant. Maldek is right. Knowledge often leads to tragedy. Wise man tempted by the devil to sell his soul in exchange for knowledge with terrible consequences. I think they often conflated political anxieties with technological or intellectual progress, because talking about real problems is a taboo. Knowledge can be extremely disruptive to society. They were grappling with that. The pursuit of knowledge comes at a cost, but without it the world is boring, and deep down those writers knew that. It's a pseudo-profound story that writers reuse because it made their work look deeper than it was. Pursuit of knowledge comes at a cost. Maybe that explains why I always find the beginning of such stories fascinating, but the endings are always banal. If all that can ever happen is either tragedy or the restoration of normality, what's the point? Freaking deers everywhere, man. It's scaring me. Anyway, we'll let it number 4. But yeah, I don't know. Wise man selling their soul to the devil for knowledge. Is that really a very common theme? Have I read a story like that? Probably, I just don't remember. So we have a diamond one, a triangle one, sorry. Not really a diamond, it's a triangle. You know what, the triangle ones are like broken. So you are a swapper. That's how we start. Then we have a jammer. Okay, we need the jammer. That can be achieved by doing this. And then we have, okay. Okay, we don't need you anymore. Where the hell is blue? I thought we already had blue access. No, we always had red. Ah. That's the mistake I made. Now we just need you. Boom.
Wandering around these landscapes, solving puzzles.
Somewhere I can send this green light.
In a way, 1K's experience must be very similar to Athena's in the simulation.
There's one difference, though. Athena was alone.
Yeah, you're all here. That is true. Although I never played the first game, so what the hell do I know? Maybe Athena was also not alone. But I mean, they say Athena was alone, so I guess Athena was alone. crows. Cool creatures, I would say. Very intelligent. Prison. Oh god. Alright, well now multiple items can be swapped. I think right now we just want this. Got ourselves another connector. Now we want a blue light. How do I get blue light in there? It's a good question. Okay, I need another item. Okay, we need another third item. I'll need another one, won't I though? Yeah, we need another one. There you go. Boom, boom. There you go. Then we still need red light. Then now we need another one. Crap. Okay, it's almost solved. Okay. Oh god, so close yet so far. Anything? Nope, nothing in there. We're so close, we just need... Oh, I'm a Dumbo. There you go, and then we use one sea of blue there. That, and it's done.
Neatly done, 1K.
Wait, could I have just entered here and started it? I don't know. But if I could have, that's kind of cool, honestly, to make me do that. Then I don't really have to. Mail wheel. Okay. Grab that. Athena and her just chilling here.
Mother, can I suggest something?
Of course, go ahead.
The southern part of the island is completely dead. No animals, no plants. The soil is too alkaline for anything to live except bacteria.
Yes, that's why it's a good location for some of the experiments.
Well, if we want to show that we can make the cosmos more beautiful, then why don't we start there? The desert doesn't have to be dead. If we modify the conditions, life can thrive there. And that could be the first step towards spreading life to other worlds. What do you think?
I think that sounds like a plan.
No. Okay, so southern part of the island is where they were doing experiments. But she wanted to make it lively twice. We'll definitely start with that. Smart to do this. Okay, so now one of them is doing everything we need to. We have access to red. Ah, I understand a little bit. Now that we have you, you're a new source for us. Do you stay charged? Ooh. Wait, what? How the... Huh? I don't get it. Yeah, but like, so what? So what? I did this. But I still need both of them. I need to be over there. Oh, I see. I need to... So I can get you in there. I need you to be blue though. That doesn't work. That's blue. But like, so what? We can sneak one item in. Not two. No, but how am I gonna turn it blue? It has to all. I need to get both items in here, but I can't. I can. Oh, this does both. I'm dumb. Okay, there you go. Now it'll just work. I thought this only did one thing. Alright, that was missing one piece of the puzzle. Figure it out, no worries.
I often think about how many cities there are out there under the ocean. Cities where people lived for thousands of years. Cities with their own history, their own culture. All of it lost under the waves. If they'd been less greedy, they could have kept all that.
I don't think we can pass moral judgment on an entire species based on the decisions of a handful of leaders. But I do think they made a mistake.
Alright.
They stopped caring about what they built. They stopped seeing the romance of civilization.
Very philosophical, yeah. What the hell are these giants? It's a lab! Good, okay. Get out of here, stag. Refreshing it, it's broken. Not everything the founder built lasted. One of the founder's labs seems to have collapsed. I guess that shows that even the founder has limits. There's no human building that can survive without maintenance. Roots are stronger than concrete. Unless she destroyed it on purpose, of course. But it seems like the ceiling just came down. I'm not 100% sure, but I think the puzzle clusters on the islet correspond to the presence of labs, except the lab near our base camp, which doesn't have any puzzles attached to it. Although it does have other strange structures surrounding it. Are the puzzles guiding us to the labs, or are we just finding the labs by accident? Yeah, but this one, this one is inaccessible. Interesting that that can happen. Although I suppose why wouldn't it be able to happen? Nothing in this world is permanent, I suppose, so of course something would collapse eventually. Could I convince you to stand here so I could grab this? The frick are you? What the frick? Take your time. Thank you, buddy. Are you a human artifact? Nope. Apparently not considered a human artifact. Even though it seems very much like a human artifact. Stag. One more question mark around here. We have the 2 stars, we know about those. Another hand thing. Trevor. Poisonous Humility. Poisonous Humility from G.K. Chesterton. Excerpt from Orthodoxy by G.K. Chesterton. But what we suffer from today is humility in the wrong place. Modesty has moved from the organ of ambition. Modesty has settled upon the organ of conviction, where it was never meant to be. A man was meant to be doubtful about himself, but undoubting about the truth, and this has been exactly reversed. Nowadays, the part of a man that a man does assert is exactly the part he ought not to assert himself. The part he doubts is exactly the part he ought not to doubt, the divine reason. Huxley preached a humility content to learn from nature. But the new skeptic is so humble that he doubts if he can even learn. Thus, we should be wrong if we had said hastily that there is no humility typical of our time. The truth is that there is a real humility typical of our time, but it so happens that it is practically a more poisonous humility than the wildest prostrations of the ascetic. The old humility was a spur that prevented a man from stopping, not a nail in his boot that prevented him from going on. For the old humility made a man doubtful about his efforts, which might make him work harder, but the new humility makes a man doubtful about his aims, which will make him stop working altogether. And I had to read this twice to fully understand it. Yeah, this seems kind of interesting, but too complicated. Ex- Excursion Report 3 From Miranda to Athena. Author 5358. Huh. It's incredible. There's an entire submerged town just off the coast, surprisingly well preserved. Sailing over it, I finally understood what the ancients meant by eerie. I obviously couldn't have the kind of philosophical response they did, but I think the mental response was pretty close. A contradictory response, part melancholy, part fascination. It's strange how tragedy and destruction make the beauty of civilization more obvious. Miranda. P.S. A deer got into the maintenance area and made a huge mess. Sorry, I'll clean it. P.P.S. I may have been feeding it. Fail to load profile, fail to load comment. Founding number 6. Hypatia's Journal number 6. Volume 1, Founding in New Jerusalem, day 296. Cornelius and Sarabai went back to the dam today. We've been holding off on constructing any new humans to concentrate on building a home for them first, but there's a limit to what 13 people can do on their own, and everyone is eager to start construction on some of the more ambitious structures. Sarabai's kindness and patience is something that we'll certainly miss out here. Your tempers can sometimes run high, and I'll miss Cornelius too. He was there when I was born, and he is just as much a father to me as Athena and Alexander Janet are my mothers. But I suppose I can always go visit them. The dam isn't that far, and once we complete the monorail in a few decades, it will truly be only a few minutes away. And what are a couple of dozen years really when you might live forever? Then we have Trevor.
Something I really like about Alex, one of the reasons why I'm here doing this, is that she's really humble. She has this incredibly positive view of humanity. She believes we can accomplish anything. But it's not about her. She doesn't think that she's smarter or better than anyone else. She just looks at us as a species. And even though she can see how small we are in the grand scheme of things, she thinks that we could conquer the stars and give meaning to the universe. Even now, even when none of us are going to live to see it. Isn't that awesome?
Yeah, you plant fruits, to plant trees that you will never eat the fruits of and all that. So we're getting close to halfway through the game, except of course the golden puzzles in each area are still to be done. But we'll enter and exit 6, and that'll be a save for us. Up and down. Alright, I see. I'll see you in the next one.